Alrighty then. Hi Capricorn. This is your March 2021 monthly reading. Had to think about that. Sorry, I've been doing a lot of readings today. So stretching how much I can do today. Let's see what is up with your reading. So heads up, I did Virgo's reading and it was 30 minutes long. Sweet for some of these is also really nice. My connection went off there, but shortened sometimes really nice too. So anywho, I pulled out some cards, kind of meditated on them, and pulled out the most prominent messages that I'm getting from this. So this is a general reading, and of course, tarot cards are for entertainment purposes only. I always like to, say disclaimer here because I am not a, general, physician, health practitioner of any sort. I am not an investment coach or anything like that. If anything, I am much more of a spiritual life coach type of individual. So let's jump right into it. So for your oracle cards, these were the ones that got me kind of like really into this reading because it's a 50-50 split almost of love and work, like romance and work, and things not working out. And you kind of feeling like you got the runaround, and now you have to kind of make do with what is happening in your life. So here's what I'm getting. With these two oracle cards here, and this is from the Work Your Light Oracle deck, and I'll also be pulling or reading from the Starseed Oracle deck as well. We have Deep Replenishment, Retreat, Rest, Be Held, and we have Don't Dim to Fit In. So immediately what I got here was someone who is really youthful and energetic and explorative and adventurous. Mind you, this is like my fourth reading today, so the energy is up there. But I'm getting a vibe that you Capricornians, because you're so much into working hard, that you also play hard. And something that's kind of not working for you right now is your love life and your work life in terms of, again, love and passion and establishing some sort of consistency, some sort of routine. Right here, don't dim to fit in. We're talking about, maybe this 9-to-5 life, either working from home or risking, I feel like some people are like, I'm risking my life out there, and I'm not getting enough in return kind of thing. Or just this sense of like, there's a lack of creativity. Your days look the exact same way they did 5, 6, 12 months ago. So it's been a while for you. Well, if anything, what I've gotten from just meditating over these cards is that you're looking to start up either your own business, even with this global pandemic going on. You're trying to be smart, you're trying to be courageous. A lot of you are looking towards the arts. I feel like a lot of people are looking towards the arts and embracing more of their creative side, more of their expression, and how to express themselves. I'm feeling like you guys are trying to are holding yourselves back in the sense of like expressing yourself moderately. Like not everybody wants to know how I feel, so I'm not going to really put myself out there as much as I should. And in fact, that's something that you shouldn't be doing to yourself. You should allow yourself to speak with, full abandon, full release of your emotions. Ultimately, you want to build a community around you, and the only way to do that is to actually speak up. So the next couple of cards are Child of the Cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you, and that speaks to your intuition. You are extremely intuitive because you are extremely grounded. Some of your energy is very slow, sluggish. Sometimes I relate Capricorns to like Scorpio of the earth sign. Because they are very melodramatic, but also quite heavy and dark in their energy. But I think that's because you guys appreciate and respect your rest and time off. So, sorry, I have like I have an annoying little nail, and I just couldn't. I had to bite it off. um, so I'm hearing like, having, nights out with your friends might be something that you should really do just to shake things up, refresh your energy, have the air run through your hair and just, let it go. And no, I'm not talking about Frozen, but if you enjoy that song, enjoy it. I am not singing it. So all paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, and turning your gaze inward. So you have two cards that speak about, kind of like that, that laughter, that trust in, and faith in the universe. And I feel like you are really, you've kind of been dealt a raw hand or bad hand in terms of romance. You may feel like you trusted the wrong individual. And I say that mainly because the Ace of Swords is coming for you, where it's talking about you've gained some sense of clarity in direction of where you want to take your life. If this is more of an entrepreneurial venture, you're kind of trying to figure out how am I giving and how am I receiving. And at this point, you're looking at what are you receiving out of this end of the bargain, basically. You do pop up in your own reading, this time in reverse. And again, maybe you were too selfish, or maybe a couple of individuals were being selfish around you. And that's why you are focusing on yourself at this point, not necessarily giving to others, but more on how can I give back to myself, because I am low energy right now. I'm not enjoying life as I should be, and I want to turn that, I want to turn that ish around for real. Knight of Pentacles, also in reverse, is talking about, a young buck, an earth sign who has been basically delayed in telling you something. I feel like it's either an ex or some sort of divorce that took place. Again, this is a general reading, so I'm trying to cover the masses. But I'm getting like, someone who was just too youthful for you, I suppose. Like they weren't taking things seriously, and you were really interested in, or at least you weren't necessarily interested in, maybe one night stands or being a third party. And you weren't necessarily interested in commitment either. I think you really just didn't know how to play nicely with others. One thing that came to mind when I was meditating over these cards is you actually may have, and this could go both ways. Basically, you may have enjoyed what this person was offering, or the idea of what they could offer you monetarily speaking, rather than what they could offer you in terms of the heart, in terms of commitment. And it was almost like a blind judgment type deal, because for you, it was more about the money. It was like, this is all I've ever wanted. I want to be treated like a king, like a queen, someone with all of this. And I'm hearing also that you guys really did enjoy the sex. If this was, a third party kind of situation, you really did enjoy being the other person. But after a while, it's almost as if that ferocity, that intrigue and mystery kind of went away, which is why, and no judgments here. Everybody does their own thing. This is why you kind of are going into your hermit mode. Now, this is, you have a couple of energies here, mainly earth energies. But you have here also the Emperor, which is an Aries card, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And I believe it's more of a Leo energy that's coming forward for you. I don't know if he was like a player or anything like that. But they caused you to retreat. You're like, okay, it's getting too much for me. I had my fun. I had my fill. I'm not interested in getting preggers. We have the Empress in reverse. Again, you're not in your seat of power. It's a diminutive kind of state. Um, and we have here, it's really interesting. One of you may have it may have gotten really complicated. I have here on my tokens this Leo energy. I know it's hard because of the light and it's washing it out, but there's a little lion there, and the number 8 on it. So sometime, this could have started sometime back in August. You guys may have started communicating as this Leo token was over your Ace of Swords. I've just been moving the tokens around. And you have like this abundance of energy. And that was on top of your 6 of Pentacles. So again, you were giving a lot of, there was a lot of give and take and a lot of fun. It just feels like a summer romance, possibly. And again, for those of you who were coupled, this could have ended up in a breakup or divorce. For those of you who, again, were doing like the third party, it's more of a separation, an amicable separation, agree to disagree, if you will. And I see that here with the heart that was right over the 9 of Cups and overlaying the Emperor card. So, this individual, which I'm just going to go with Leo because I feel that strongly, we'll probably try to make a comeback. We'll probably try to come back into your life, and you don't know what decision to necessarily make, because you kind of wanted to get out of the weeds. The weeds was right over the 3 of Swords, and you just kind of want to simplify, not overcomplicate your life at this time. So that's why you're going into your hermit mode. That is why you're trying to focus on your intuition, your passions, because you need to give back to yourself in a more creative output. Again, I'm also getting, while this is a very heavy kind of relationship-oriented setting, I'm also getting business-oriented setting. So a contract may have fallen through for you guys, and it really screwed up what you thought was going to happen at the end of, I believe, February. So that's why you're coming into March with almost like this baggage of like, well, I tried and I failed. But that, your wish, like, see, this is Aquarius, this is air, and that's where that Ace of Swords and Aquarius energy kind of come into play. Don't fill your life with a sense of disillusionment and disempowerment just because it didn't work out with just that one individual. There are so many more fish in the sea. And you're going to find that there is a new, whether it's a new person or a new offer here. Like, again, these are all fire signs here. This is Aries, Leo, Sag. So what, if we're going towards business and or sorry if you can hear running water in the background or in the bathroom. Anyway, this right here is talking about in a relationship, someone might be coming back by the end of the month for some reconciliation. That's another word that kept popping up, was reconciliation for you. Or it could be a new contract coming through for you. Someone with a new business offer. And you have a benevolent spirit that's guiding you here. So the last token, which was over the Hermit card, is you practicing self-manifestation. So focusing again on writing down what it is you're trying to manifest and doing so by the new moon of this month of March. the cards that you saw in the beginning and that thumbnail are right here. And that is, again, where I got this sense of divorce, almost like, oh, you know, I had this passion and I wanted it to be, you know, something big, something new, starting something new. And it kind of fell on its head here. It ended. Again, that's where I got the divorce from. But if we're talking about business, we're talking about that contract not coming through. And, you know, you feeling like, okay, well, that sucks, but I still have something here. There's still something that is worth pursuing. And your last oracle cards are release, community, building that community. So if you're trying to start a YouTube channel, building that community, building your business acumen up, releasing any of your old troubles and worries. And finally, we have success and abundance. Now, the success and abundance are coming straight from this Black Panther energy, poppy energy. So spring is going to be a huge time of renewal and personal success for you. You just have to keep at it in a more consistent pace that, and I'm hearing, like, again, no judgments. Don't judge what's happening. Just let it happen and flow. And you'll find yourself allowing the universe to provide for you in limitless ways. So you're breaking, I'm hearing crossover. There's like a crossover and a true offer from someone. And this offer says here, true offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. So this whole situation between love and business, it's kind of like you mix business with pleasure. I don't know if you guys had an office affair or whatnot. I'm also getting Utah as something important. So maybe you should take a vacation to Utah, see the sights, or if you are from Utah, I'm getting like that warm weather vibe. And basically thinking upon your victories. What are you accomplishing? And allowing into your life, essentially. So it's actually a fantastic reading for you guys. The more these readings go along, the more interesting it seems that all of the signs, earth signs, are having similar shadow aspects, but the heaviness of each reading differs greatly. Anyway, so that's it for you guys. If you would like a personal reading with me, I do offer 30-minute readings over Zoom, and I just record. You know, you can ask your questions, send me a message, ask your questions, write your name and date of birth. You'll see the instructions on my website, which will be in the description box down below. I also offer live readings, which I love them. They're a lot easier, I feel, to work with sometimes because we get to connect face to face. But I offer live readings as well. I believe for 175 or 150. I can't remember the exact number right now, which sounds terrible, but it is what it is. Yeah, so that's it. All right, thank you guys. Blessed be. Bye-bye.